Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce you, Puss, the cat. He will be demonstrating exercises and some stretching. Yes, sorry about the cat. He'll move on at some point, I'm sure. Okay, lovely to see you all. We're going to start today seated, and we're going to start with legs folded if you can, right? But it doesn't matter if you can't. You open them out, you soften your knees, you sit on your rolled hand towel if you want to, okay? Find something that's comfortable for you. Okay, now can you pull up with your spine nice and tall and straight? Well done. This is going to work through the body. You might feel it through your torso, and it's going to sit in around the hips. So we're going to reach our right arm up, and I want you to lift up, lengthen up, like I'm standing behind you. I've got your wrist, and I'm going to try and pull you up off the floor. So really get this beautiful length here. Take a breath in. That's it. Now breathe out and reach across. And lengthen with this arm. You know, you can have it bent, but if we lengthen it, it takes that stretch right down into the hip, into the lower back. I've got my supporting arm, my other arm is bent. You can bend it as much as you like. Okay, and we're going to come back up, breathe in, switch arms, breathe out and reach across. Feel that right into my hip and sort of across my lower back today. Coming up, change arms and across. Doesn't bother me on that side. Let's change arms, but I can feel it there. So we're not symmetrical. We don't have that symmetry really, do we? Sometimes it aches, sometimes it doesn't. So however it's working for you, okay? You look really good. Well done. There. Perfect, okay? Now I'm going to add in, I'm going to move on. You don't have to, but if you reach across like this, what if you bend your arm, place your hand on the side of your head here. I've got the elbow up. Take a breath in. We're going to breathe out and twist. And then the stretch goes all around the rib cage. All right? So we're going to take a breath in. And we're going to breathe out and try and take the elbow down to that opposite knee. That's a tough one. You're doing really well. You don't have to be able to touch the knee. It's just about feeling that stretch get deeper, that's all. And we're going to reverse it back. So we take the elbow up, reach up, all the way up to the top. And change arms, reach up, breathe in. Well done, breathe out, reach across. Now, you get to choose. You can stay with this. You can bend your elbow. Hand on your head here, breathe in. Well done, and we breathe out and we twist. There. And take a breath in. And breathe out and touch down with your elbow to your opposite knee. If you really tighten the hips, you'll find that awkward, difficult to do, so just go to your range of movement, please. There we go. Elbow up to the ceiling, then the arm up, and then all the way up to the top. Beautiful, good. Right now, bring your knees in. Wrap around, give yourself a hug. Squeeze in tight, into a tight, tight ball. Head down. Relax with your face, with your jaw. And breathe. Can you feel as you breathe your rib cage in your back open and close? Good. Well done. Breath out. Lovely. All right, now one movement that we did last week, and I'd like to pop it in now because it flows beautifully from where we've just been, is holding onto our ankles, opening the knees out, pulling up with your spine. And then right knee comes up. Do you remember doing this last week. And press down. Beautiful. And again, up and press down. Lovely. 2 more. Use those hips. 1 more. Breath out. Lovely. Right, left side. Breath in, up. Breathe out. You decide how deep into your stretch do you want to go. And again, breathe in. Breathe out, down. 2 more. Breath out. 1 more. There. All right, so we're just going to do both together. So we bring them in. You feel the stretch is gone. Breathe in. Now we're going to slowly press out with both. Breathe out. Press down. Lengthen your spine. Wonderful. Very, very good. Stay here. Stay, stay, stay. Perfect. All right. Doesn't matter if you're not here with a straight back, if your knees aren't down and your thighs aren't, your hips aren't opened out. Do your best. That's all we're asking for. And, you know, it changes, doesn't it, from one day to the next. So just depending on how you're feeling right now, you're doing your best, and that's good enough. Well done, and relax. Beautiful. Use your hands just to bring your knees in. Well done. Come and lay down on your back. Have your hand towel nearby you. Might want that for a bit of padding. Come and lay down. There we go. And we can hug our knees in. And once we've got those knees hugged in, we're just going to rock gently side to side. Now, some of you might want your neck block, your hand towel, just behind the back of your head. You might find it stops you tipping back with your head, making you more comfortable on your neck. But also, some people get quite dizzy laying down. So having your head just slightly lifted can be a real game changer, can make a difference. So always have more than one hand towel around, because you might want one there for the back of your head and another one for something else. All right. Okay, let's hug our right knee in. Left foot on the floor. Slide your left leg down. Beautiful. All right. Now we're just going to take our right knee, we're going to take it out to the side and bring it back in. Open it out and bring it back in. 1 more. Lovely. Wonderful. Now bring your left knee in. That's it. Place your right leg down. Can you straighten it down? Hug your left knee in. Very good. And then we're going out to the side and bringing it back in. Just a little bit of hip movement there. Out and in. And it might be your inner thigh, might be your groin you're feeling the stretch. Back to the middle. Wonderful. Hug both knees in. You're doing really well. Really well. Okay, right. Legs up towards the ceiling. Hamstrings. Soles of the feet flat. How's that? Now you can use another hand towel to sort of lasso your feet and hug in to get nice and stretched through the legs. Up to you. But I'm going to blend two things together. So can you come into frog pose? All right, so I've got my feet are together and my knees are out to the sides. Look, if I turn like this, can you see? All right, so we're going to go from frog pose to hamstrings. Flex those feet. And when I say flex, I mean sort of soles of the feet flat, like you're holding up the ceiling. Frog pose. So we've perhaps got our heels touching. Or toes, however you're comfortable. All right, and then up. Okay. Frog pose, breathe in. Breathe out. hamstrings. Ooh. Frog pose again. I'm just going to turn. There we go. And breathe out, hamstrings. One more time for me, please. Frog pose. Hamstrings. Wonderful. One foot on the floor, then the other. Perfect. Let your knees sway. Well done. It's about getting the stretches, but it's also just about moving the body, getting our joints, our muscles to work, just waking them up and keeping them going. So you don't have to be able to do all of it perfectly. There'll be some bits you feel really good at and other bits you feel really old at. Where you think, oh, that hurts. That's okay. So, can you slide your legs gently down onto the floor here, right? And reach your arms behind you. So your lower back will probably arch, okay? You don't have to resist it, just let it move. And what I'd like you to do is imagine there's a line here, or let's say the wall is right here where my fingertips are. And I'm going to reach and stretch with my arms, you do the same, to try and touch the wall with all of my fingers. And what I'm encouraging you to do there is to make sure that you're not just leading with your good arm, that we're trying to even out with both arms, both shoulders, okay? And now the same applies for below, where our toes are. Imagine the wall is just there. And if you point down through your toes, you could touch the wall. So really long and lengthened. Okay, now breathe in and pull your toes towards you. You're pushing your heels away. Can you feel that stretch there in your calf muscles? And then breathe out and point the toes down again, touching the wall. Breathe in, pull your toes to you. Breathe out and point your toes away, touch the wall. One more time, okay? Pull your toes towards you, breathe in. Wonderful. Breathe out, point down, touch the wall, stay there. Now focus on your fingertips again. Really lengthen our body here. It's a lovely stretch. You could do this in bed, first thing in the morning. Now stay here, okay? Breathe in. That's it. Now as you breathe out, just relax. So you just feel your arms and your legs shrinking. That's it. And we're going to bend our knees. There we go. We're going to open our arms out. Perfect. Now walk your legs out wider. There we go. And a little bit of a sway here. Calm and steady. Very good. Can you feel that around your hips, the outer section of your thighs here? We've done this lots of times. So come and drop right down to one side if you can. Okay, so it's all on the top leg. A bit of hip flexor. Now, this is when multiple hand towels all around us can help, because you could put one just underneath your thigh if you feel like you need a bit of support. You don't have to. I don't usually use one. But sometimes our bodies can get into a deeper stretch than we're actually feeling comfortable with. All right? So let's come slowly back up, breathe in. And we're going to lower down gently all the way down to our left side, breathing out, allowing the stretch here to appear in the top of the hip. Same applies, okay? If you want to pop your rolled hand towel or cushion underneath your left thigh, please do. But you look great. Well done. Let's gently come back to the middle, breathe in. Stay here. We're going to just walk the feet in a little bit closer and gently let the legs sway. It's a very simple movement, but the back is very happy with this. Nothing too fast, nothing too deep. finds it very soothing. Well done. So come back to the middle. Can you put your right foot on top of your left knee and push your right thigh out? There. Can you feel it? It might be tight here in your groin, your hip, or it might be around the back of your hip in the lower back. Well done. Okay, we're going to go up into our glute stretch. So we're going to reach for our left thigh and we're going to hug in. Hand towel, again, really useful because you can wrap it around your back, the back of your thigh there, and hug in. Okay, you choose. Hold the stretch here, lovely. Stretch here into the buttock there. Bit of sciatic, piriformis, glute muscles there. Even a little bit in the hamstrings if you might feel. Take a breath in. Breathe out and lean off to your left side. The leg you're holding onto. Just shift off that way. Just a bit, don't have to go far. And it takes the stretch deeper for you. Well done. Coming back to the middle, and we're going to unfold the legs. I'm going to pop my right foot on the floor. I'm going to switch sides now, so I've got my left foot on top of my right knee. I'm going to press and open out that thigh, that hip. Hold it here. It feels really tight today. Stay with it for as long as you need. Okay, there's no right or wrong as to how long we're going to hold a stretch. It's us as individuals. When you feel, if you go into a stretch and then it starts to ease and you feel really comfortable, then that's usually a good sign that it's time to stop. Because your work is done. Okay, let's pick the right thigh up. You're going to use your hands, or do you prefer to use your hand towel? Use a physio band or a yoga strap if you've got one. And you can still have a hand towel rolled up behind the back of your head as well. Take a breath in. Breathe out. And a little lean off to your right side. If you've just gone too far and rolled all the way over onto the floor, push yourself back up with your elbow. Well done. Just stay here. This is always a tight stretch. Strong all the way around our glutes here. Thighs, hips. Doing really well. Okay, so if you're happy to come out of this, if you're ready, back to the middle. Hug both knees in. Draw them in close to you. Stretching across your lower back. You've done some lovely moves. Let's finish with frog pose again. And then hamstrings. Soles of the feet flexed. Frog pose. Hamstrings. Keep going for me, please. You can support your legs, you can have your hands guiding your legs. You can choose to stay in just one pose. You don't have to blend the two. And we've got just one more. Stretch. Okay. Now just bend one knee. One foot comes down. And then the other. It's always much more gentle. It's much easier on the back if you always place one foot down and then the other, rather than trying to put them both down at the same time. That can be the bit that hurts the back. So beautiful. Just let your knees sway. Well done. Ah, wonderful. Close your eyes a moment. Knees are still swaying. Good. Keep going, okay? Where do you want your arms? Are you happy where they are? There's no right or wrong. Do you want to open them out? Does that feel good for your chest, your shoulders, your upper back? Or do you want to put them behind? It might be different every time you do it, you know. I'm going to go for out to the sides, I think, today. Still swaying gently with your knees. Absolutely wonderful, everyone. And if you're ready to come to an end, just lower your knees all the way down to one side. Then you can roll over onto your side and push yourself up. Ah, so good. Lovely. Really nice work, everyone. That was wonderful. It was great to see you. And if you wanted to join me on in the private Facebook group, it's Pilates and More. I'll pop the link on. What you'll find in there is that we're a really friendly and supportive group. There's more exercises and some more stretches and just lots of kindness. Anyway, I shall see you next week. But do get in touch if you wanted to send me a message. You can send me an email if you wanted to. That's private then. And you can find that through, you can contact me through my website, which is bellepilates.co.uk. Honestly, all these links, all these diversions everywhere. But yes, if you go onto my website, there you will find my email address and then we can communicate more gently there. Oh, thank you, Anne. Second frog pose much easier. Yes, it does warm up a little bit, doesn't it, Rowena? Oh, good. I'm saving your instructions. Well done. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, do you know, this is wonderful doing Facebook Live and YouTube Live, but we really should get into Zoom because then I can see you. I love seeing faces and yes, I can really connect if I can see a face. So let's do something like that soon. Anyway, have a lovely day, everybody. I'm waffling, I'm taking up your time, and I will speak to you throughout the week. Bye-bye.